All right, we're live. So we're gonna let some people accumulate real quick, so they can tell Ross that he's wrong.
Oh,
hey, look, Glimmer.
I don't think I am.
You're wrong, Ross.
You're wrong, Ross.
No,
You're wrong. You wrong.
The whole world's gonna know.
Fist.
Ross is wrong.
Not Mono got the fist as usual.
What's up, not Mono? You're a
Man,
bitch.
he always beats me.
Wow, dude.
Savage.
It's a running
I
joke.
came as fast as I could.
That cat's on a leash.
This guy says you're wrong, but trust me, you're gonna realize how wrong Ross is.
I don't think I'm wrong.
Here in a
Can
second.
I get to this?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
All right,
wait.
now we're good. So let me explain Ross's thought process here, because Ross has the big turbo he's putting on the 940, and he says that he's going to run 8 psi on the big turbo, the turbo that's like twice the size of the.
It can eat the small turbo.
Yeah, you could put the factory turbo in the inlet of this turbo, and he's saying that he's going to run it on 8 psi, and it's going to be fine because 8 psi is 8 psi. And we've repeatedly explained to him that 8 psi on a big turbo is moving a lot more CFM of air and is going to require more fuel than the factory injectors are tuned for with 8 psi. Now Brendan has a good example of why that is the case, and then we want to hear from you guys.
All right, Ross. You got your this big, right?
Yeah.
You fill that with 8 pounds of pressure, right? You following me?
Uh-huh.
All right. Now you take something this big and fill with 8 pounds of pressure. It's gonna take way more air to fill something this big with 8 pounds of pressure than it will this, right?
Uh-huh.
Right? Am I
He's
right?
got it. He's following.
I'm following you.
He's got it, yes.
Now,
So now with this big amount of air that took more air than the small thing, you're gonna have to add more fuel.
yeah, so think
So,
about
how
the
about-
fact that you're trying to keep the same AFR. So, air to fuel ratio, meaning 14 to 1, right? We'll just say 14 to
Yeah,
1,
sure.
14 air to fuel. So if you have 14 air molecules, we'll say, it's not that simple, but 14 air molecules to 1 fuel molecule. If you have 3 times that, you're going to need 3 times the amount of fuel, right?
I mean, I guess. But see, this is what I'm saying is, even though you have a giant-ass fucking turbo, you're still running through a stock intercooler piping, stock intercooler, and an intake manifold, which all necks it down to where it's not as, like, you're getting as much air through all that shit.
But then
And
you get back
so-
to the garden hose argument.
But then, so the manifold is seeing 8 pounds, the computer's seeing 8 pounds, and is throwing the same amount of fuel that it would at 8 pounds.
But you're
But
still
that's
got
back
something
to the garden hose
this
argument.
big that you have filled with more air to make the same 8 pounds.
Ross.
Because it's not that big. Like, the
It's-
turbo is, but everything that's getting shoved
the
through
intake
it is
system
not.
is not nearly as restrictive as you think it is.
I don't know. Shoving that much air through it is not gonna like it. And it's gonna
36
restrict
people,
it.
37 people are
It's kinda
watching you
restricted.
just be dumb right now.
It's not being dumb. It's being
Boosted Bucket says 8 psi is 8 psi in with Ross. Well, no surprise there.
You're fucking wrong, dude. Eat my dick.
Whoa, all right.
Whoa, whoa.
Fucking heated.
Ross is not right.
I just think it is. Like 8 pounds.
It's a
is
closed
8
system
pounds.
anyway. A bigger turbo will move more air.
Thank
yes,
you.
correct.
Where's Jason? Ask Jason.
Yeah,
Let me
we'll
message
call
him.
Jason
Yeah,
right
just call
now.
Jason
Oh, that's
right
a-
now.
Yo, can you explain some engineering to Ross real quick?
I'm gonna
Because
message him right now.
Please do.
he's probably awake.
Please prove Ross wrong right fucking now.
If Jason
By
told
the
you you're wrong, would
engineer
you
himself.
accept it?
Probably.
If engineering explain told you you were wrong, would
But
you
then
accept
he might be
it?
like, I need to research that. Give me a day.
You actually gonna message him?
Should I?
Yes, absolutely.
Have you ever talked to him on Facebook before?
Once.
Go for it, I
Yeah,
guess.
just
I
message him.
talked
And,
to him earlier today about the beer and ice cream.
Oh yeah.
just message him and say, "Okay, prove something for me."
Who the fuck cares? Run it and see what happens. It's gonna blow up because it's gonna be 28 to 1 AFR.
28 to 1.
Wow,
that's
28 air molecules and 1 fuel molecule.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Ross,
That
you're
means
just
it's getting a lot of combustion, a lot of like.
if you just flat earth swap the damn thing, you wouldn't need a turbo.
Oh, here we go again with this shit.
This is happening.
Is he active on Facebook right
Good.
now?
I guess people know.
Yeah,
his
they
name.
know what his name is. Jason Fensky. Alright, let's see if he's awake. He's gonna watch this live stream and be like, that was the stupidest thing ever. Dude, you're wrong, Ross. He has hella Volvos, it'll barely be a loss. Yeah, but the 940 is probably his favorite one.
It is.
What is my argument? We already explained my argument. You're going to push a lot more air with a bigger turbo, and to keep the air-fuel ratio the same as you need it to be in the 11s under boost, you're going to need more fuel. It's that simple.
If you're running more boost.
You are...
But I'm not, because it's
You're
8
pushing
pounds.
more air.
8
More
pounds
air.
is 8 pounds.
More air.
Air is air, whether it's through a
The whole
Notice you guys
world,
live close
Ross.
to Utah. Are you going to Scrape Fest?
Possibly.
Branson wants
Ross,
me to
check
go.
your damn phone.
Why?
Fetus wants you.
Why does Fetus want me?
Fetus is a fucking cat tech. He can
I
do it.
don't think
He says
he's-
I'm wrong, but Fetus. But Fetus, 8 pounds at the manifold is still 8 pounds. The computer is still reading 8 pounds.
And still putting out the amount of fuel needed for 8
For 8
pounds
pounds.
on a turbo
Exactly, for
3
8
times
pounds.
smaller. Ross.
So that means what you're saying is if there's more airflow, then because on a stock factory LH system, it cuts out at 15 psi when it's pulling through the math,
right.
right? On the 2.4 system.
Right.
So on 8 pounds, because it's pushing that
Hey,
much more air,
wait,
it'll cut
wait,
out,
wait,
right?
wait. Yes. What does MAF stand for?
Mass
Mass
Mass-
airflow meter.
Airflow.
Hold on a second.
See that, Ross?
Pre-turbo, did you see it pre-turbo though?
You could put
So
it
it's
in the charge
pulling.
pipe we discovered the other day.
Yeah,
If
but
it's
see, I'm
pulling,
not
it's
gonna-
still
I'm not
gonna
gonna
pull
extend
air.
the
Yeah,
wires
do you
to
know
go
how
into
a
the
turbo
charge
works,
piping.
Russ? The outside blades, I have a turbo with no fucking cold side on it.
I'm not saying, like, so you're saying that it would fuel cut on 8 pounds because it's a bigger turbo?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Alright, this has no hot side on it, but the idea is the same. So you see how the blades on the bottom of the wheel are small or different than the ones on the top, right? One is pushing air and one is sucking it. On the front, the blades that you're looking at right there are sucking in air as it spins. The faster it spins, the bigger the blades, the more air it's going to suck. It's going to realize it's sucking more air through the mass airflow sensor. So,
You're saying it's gonna fuel cut.
I'm saying on a bigger turbo, on less boost, you will fuel cut sooner than 15 psi because you're moving a lot more air.
Yes.
I guess we're gonna have to find that one out.
We don't need to find that out. That's correct.
We're gonna find it out now. I prove y'all bitches wrong.
Brennan's
Even though
taking 20 years to type up his fucking
God.
argument.
Well, it's a Volvo, so it's not gonna blow up, and you're gonna be like, "See, I told you." But if we put a wideband on that shit, it's gonna be 18-1.
All right. Do I need to add anything? I got. So Russ believes 8 pounds of boost is the same across the board, regardless of turbo size. We're saying that 8 pounds pushed through a turbo double the size will need more fuel to keep the air-fuel ratio the same. What are your thoughts? Oh, he's reading.
He's reading it.
Oh, he's typing. He's typing. We got the chat bubbles. You guys are seeing this real time.
Real time.
He's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Like, this is
It's
what
fucking common
this
science.
is what you're messaging me for.
Yeah. It's 11 o'clock at night.
I'm gonna have to apologize after this.
I have too much money for this.
Sorry, Jason, if you're happen to be watching this.
I apologize, but it had to be done.
Only pussies drive Volvos.
Oh.
He's just mad because
Tell
his
him
mom
to check
is
his
coming
phone.
over and checking my sick whip out, dude. Also, this guy said, there's here's on your lens. No, it's actually dead pixels. Some guy said no eBay turbos, and you can get wrecked, son. That eBay turbo's doing me just fine. Did he answer?
He's
Not
he's
yet.
typing.
Oh, you're getting a
engineer is
full
typing.
explanation of
Full
engineering right
I
now,
just
Ross.
think-
We might be wrong.
I
We're this is a double-edged sword. We could
no,
be
we're
wrong.
right. We're right.
No, yeah, it was.
Just commit. We're right.
I'm committed. 100%. My phone's gonna die.
All right, guys, we got 16 thumbs up right now and 67 people watching. So if you could smash that like button for us, go full-blown vloggy boy.
Holy shit, Braden Carlson is live now.
Oh yeah, guys, I'm wearing a cut-off shirt. That's kind of a weird thing you've probably never seen before. Smash that like button, guys. We're gonna go to Venice Beach, get some sick drone footage.
You're a faggot.
Wow, Ross. Even if I'm wrong, I'm still right, this guy says. Well,
Like, the science makes sense, but...
You
but-
just...
Hold on. The science makes sense, but see, science in
Gary
real
just
life
sent a message that
also-
said, who want to buy a microwave?
Oh, I might be in on that, depending on how new it is.
I am too white to wear that shirt.
Same, actually. Because as soon as you get up past...
Actually, if you look closely what's on the shirt, I'm just the right amount of white to be wearing it.
I think he might have given up.
Did he stop typing?
I still got chat bubbles, but I mean,
He's probably looking at it going, I'm not even...
No, dude, he's writing a novel. $2 says Ross is wrong. Not hating though. Oh, he donated $2. Thanks, Mazda B. If you guys want to throw down some bets, go for
You're not
it.
gonna get any of your money back if you bet. We're just
Braden
gonna
has
keep
to
it.
refund it all.
No. If we're wrong and people bet it, I'll send them stickers in place of their money.
Okay, alright.
But
So
they're
if you
right,
feel
what
like-
Would that just be them buying a sticker?
Yeah,
But what happens if they're right?
monetary
What do they get?
value. If they're right, they get a sticker. If they're wrong, I keep their money.
Garrett says
That's
the,
pretty one-sided.
Garrett says the microwave works.
Oh, fuck yeah. How much?
He didn't say how new it is. He
If
just
you-
said it worked.
If Ross is right and you guys each donate $2 as a bet, then I'll send one Ross hair to each one of you.
Oh my
That's
god.
correct.
And a beard hair.
Watch these donations just.
We're trying to trim Ross.
Ross is Lord, Lord is Ross, Ross is Jesus, Jesus is Ross. Huh.
Fucking hell.
Oh my god.
Roadkill logo? What are you talking about?
What? That's a good fucking deal.
$10 for that microwave, dude.
$10.
How
Ross.
old is it?
I don't know. He's
Can you make a white Pontiac banner in white
All right,
font
here
with
we
a
go. He
black
responded.
background? No,
Oh god.
I can't do multicolor stuff. Holy hell!
Shit. All right.
Oh my.
All right, he starts off.
Let me see.
Oh my, it's a good question, huh? I spent a good amount of time researching this a while back, and while I'm not 100% on it, you're both somewhat right. 8 psi inside of an engine, we're talking cylinder pressure, is 8 psi. Doesn't matter what put it there, same power. But if one turbo takes more energy to spool up different efficiencies, then the engines could potentially have different power. One turbo may be more restrictive in the exhaust than the other, so less horsepower overall, even if they push similar boost.
So. Just
So
ask
what
the
does
question.
that
Say
mean?
no. Just ask the question. Say, does he need more fuel if he's going to run a massive turbo on 8 psi?
yeah, say same engine, different turbos, bigger turbo
needs more fuel.
on 8 ps on the same pressure. Okay, same engine, same pressure from the turbo, bigger turbo on one. Does the bigger turbo need more fuel?
I'm gonna get blocked.
The bigger turbo
He responded
would
again.
take longer to spool, which would mean less power band.
At least that's my best understanding of it. I think Garrett had some useful info on their website about this. Can't remember where I was reading about it to try and figure out the answer to this exact question.
Like, I understand what he's saying is because it'll take, because obviously it's a bigger hot side, which means it's going to take a lot more air to spool it.
Ludicrous Films donated $2.
Wow.
Thanks, dude.
But the thing
He's
is
getting beard
like,
hair.
once it hits 8 psi, it's still going to use the same amount of fuel to burn it and not be, like, it'll be 8 psi.
No,
Like-
no. Rough.
I
We're
don't think
going-
he answered the question.
No, I think he.
He did answer the question.
He did answer the question.
but
However,
He did it-
kind of.
He did a very political answer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't want to say
He's
no.
too nice of a guy to say someone's wrong.
No, yeah.
So, all right, Ross. Think of it.
Ross.
We're using the Mercedes, dude. So there's a garden hose, right? Here's a really big garden hose.
You can't see it, goddamn.
I know.
Yeah,
just
no, you
use your
can't.
imagination. There's a small circle there. There's a big circle there. So you have 8 psi coming from a faucet, right?
Yeah.
8 psi. Same amount of pressure,
Pounds per square inch.
but you're gonna need a lot more water to fill this hose than your smaller one.
Right, but see, I think what Jason is saying is you're going to need the engine airflow capacity to actually get that airflow through that turbo. But once you hit 8 pounds, it's still 8 pounds. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly.
I just,
It's probably saying it right in my mind, but I'm not saying it correctly in words.
I just.
All right, undecided.
Bigger turbo, you need more fuel.
Well, we'll come back to this.
That's all there is
We'll come
to
back
it.
to
Yeah, we'll
this.
come back to this after I have slept.
But Ross
Did
is
you
wrong.
send Jason another message?
Yeah, I said sorry for asking the dumb question this late at night.
He sent a thumbs up emoji. He said it was all right, so I think we're good.
Needs a new tune. Correct.
Yes, for more fuel.
For more fuel.
Yeah, but to make more power too, because you're gonna want more boost.
Also to make more fuel.
What?
Did that feeling when they asked engineering explained? Boost the microwave on 8 psi.
Let me guess. Slam it on tarmacs and daily.
Chick-fil-A. Okay.
It's this guy is like, fuck turbos. What's better, McDonald's or Burger King? McDonald's.
Burger King. No, McDonald's.
I actually could Burger
Well,
King. Yeah.
Depends.
I don't know. It depends
Especially
on
when
the
they call you
Yeah.
Rose.
Yeah,
What?
that's true. That's a story I'll have to tell you later.
Yeah,
The
dude.
lady that said that was so freaked out when I walked up. She was like, huh?
All right. Well,
I can't believe we're having a dumb argument at 11 at night and I just messaged Jason. And he fucking responded.
yo, if I donate $10, will you buy the microwave? I'll buy them. I'll buy the microwave in 2 months when I get your $10.
I'll buy the microwave and then we can make a video about the microwave and talk about
we'll
it.
Slam it on
Boost it.
tarmacs
And then we
daily.
can say that
yeah.
8 pounds is 8 pounds in the microwave. So
Ross, we're gonna
Someone
take
says
one,
clean the garage, hoarder. Like 90% of that stuff is not mine, but
Ross, we're
okay.
gonna take 1 cup of water, put it in a syringe, and put it into a small box and then a big box and have a pressure
No,
gauge on
you're
the
wrong.
side.
This guy says the bigger turbo only moves the volume of air quicker. It doesn't increase the volume because that 8 psi takes the same amount of space in the same cylinder. No,
You're wrong.
no, that's wrong.
Well, no. It takes the same amount of space in the cylinder. He's right about in the cylinder, but we're not talking about in the cylinder. We're talking
well, that's
about
where it's burning.
the flow.
That's where it's burning.
So
It's
if
in the cylinder, and
assuming-
the intake will close and make it not make any more pressure.
Assuming
in the
that-
cylinder.
all right, assuming the turbos would spool at the same time, which isn't the case.
It won't be the case.
But regardless, assuming they'd spool at the same time, regardless of them spooling at the same time, the bigger turbo is going to vastly outproduce the created CFM of air than the smaller turbo.
Spray it with purple and silver glitter. I'm just busy reading.
You're fucking wrong, Ross.
You are. Not you're spelled out. Just you are fucking wrong.
Ross is incorrect.
I don't know how many people has actually done this, where they took a smaller turbo car and then put a bigger turbo on it and then found
How
out.
fast can I cook a corn dog with a boosted microwave?
15 seconds.
Ooh, I need one of those.
All right, well, we were only supposed to stream for 5 minutes, and it's been almost 20, so we're going to
Oh
peace
my
out to you, gents, but yeah. But thank you guys for tuning in.
Ross is wrong.
One more thumbs up if Ross is wrong.
Research Pascal's law. Fetus tells you to.
Ooh.
Probably texted me. No, he didn't. What a bitch. Fetus, you're a
No.
bitch.
Tell Ross to fart lol.
Jesus.
Ross, bust out.
All right.
I already farted.
Microwave budget. Mazda B donated $10.
Are you serious?
Also, I
microwave.
bought my first Volvo today. Thanks for the inspiration.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
What kind is it?
Volvo.
It's probably a 240. Because those are cheap as shit. Alright, guess we're getting a microwave. That got weird.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.